farming is always visiting farmers and giving them guidelines. Many people have been asking, how do I leverage my apples? How do I leverage on the maximum production of my trees? Everything that is good must always have to come from some sweat. You can see there you're going to make some good money. You will be smiling all the way to the bank. How are you farmers today? I hope you're doing well, whichever place you are, whichever location you are. Today we have paid a courtesy call to high altitude, but not so much high altitude as per se. Maybe enlighten you on one or two things on our apples. Apple farming is always visiting farmers and giving them guidelines on maybe on how they can leverage on maximum production of their apples, how maybe to even apply manures, how to even look for market. As we have always been telling you, every time you buy our apples, every time you buy our seedlings, rest assured that we shall always do a follow-up to ensure that you get the market. One thing I want you to pinpoint some of these factors that I'm going to highlight here on this video. For instance, you can see the size of this fruit. This fruit is more of a, just like the pink lady, or maybe even what we call, look at that's the size. The size alone can tell you that the fruit is big enough. This one is ripe. This one is fully ripe. Anyway, away from that, let us now get to the business. These apples here, these trees, you can see them, they are around 5 years old. You can see the maximum production of those trees. You can see the number of fruits per branch. You can see the number of fruits per branch. Many people have been asking, how do I leverage my apples? How do I leverage on the maximum production of my trees? A key in point, most farmers will always be hesitant to start apple farming, some giving reasons. I don't have a reliable source of water, I don't have drips on my land. I want you to look at this farm, for instance. This farmer has purely and 100% relied on rains. The production of apples here are rain fed. He has no drips, as you can see. He doesn't have a very much reliable source of water, but at the end of the day, he has been able to achieve this. What you can see at my background, you can see the production, you can see the number of fruits per tree. So every time we tell you to plant apples, always look for us for the best services. Always look for us for the purposes of assurance that market is readily available. We'll never disappoint you when it comes to apple farming. Six fruits only can carry 1 whole kg, this size, and actually this one can even grow much bigger. I want you to see what this farmer has done to ensure that his branches will not fall off, to actually support his fruits. This is a prop, or what he is using to support his trees. You can see the maximum production, you can see the production of, and in fact, among the very many fruits that this branch alone is carrying, some of them are not ripe. I hope you can see there is quite a number. This one is small. Some of them are so tiny, actually not yet achieved the size of this one for instance that I'm holding here, but you can see he has used this prop to ensure that his branches will not fall off or detach from the main tree. So basically what you are talking about, production means serious production. Production means serious production, and this is what you'll have to undergo when you plant our apples. There is a myriad of challenges that you are going to face, because everything that is good must always have to come from some sweat. You have to sweat. Anyway, do not be cowed by anything. Do not be discouraged by anything. We are here to hold your hand. We will always be at your disposal to ensure that every production, every step that we make, every question that you have on any challenge, we are here. And of course, sometimes you even engage agronomists. I hope you can see, you can even count the number of fruits this branch is having. I can even count for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've counted around 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There are actually more than 20 fruits in one branch. Is a practical example of what we are talking about. So if you can try to do some simple arithmetics, for instance, by setting maybe one fruit maybe at 20 shillings, you multiply that one by around maybe 2,000 fruits. You can multiply maybe, for instance, you have planted around 100 trees, or like maybe 50. You will be smiling all the way to the bank if you consider us, trust our process, trust the process. Do not be cowed by anything. All you need is just make a call. The best variety for your region, we will always recommend the best. And if your area cannot do apples, we will definitely tell you. For instance, there are some people who are in some very much dry areas, and people in anyway, we will always recommend the best variety for you. Always consider our services. Well, you can see the production. Let the results speak for themselves. In fact, this farmer planted only 20 trees. Now 5 years down the line, he is regretting why he didn't consider to plant maybe like 100 or so. He is regretting, literally regretting why he didn't plant more trees. So why can't you start? Should you wait until you regret like this farmer? Why can't you start with a good number? Because when you start from like 100 trees or even 50, at that particular moment we can say you are in the market. You can see the propping that I was talking about. This is the prop. Of course, now if you rate it like that, of course it will have to detach from the main tree because of the weight. Yeah, anyway, this is what we mean. So basically, we are not going to let you down. The market is readily available. That is, of course, has always been the biggest worry of so many farmers. So it's okay, I don't have a problem with planting, but if I plant, then from there, what will you do? The market is readily available. You can see the production of this one. So basically, always contact us anytime, call us. We will always be at your disposal to assist in anything.